Bastards All Day, Bad Waves is a radio show based in reality, and the views and opinions of on-the-air personalities do not represent Q4 Radio and are solely for entertainment purposes. You see, this broadcast includes bastards with adult language, bastards with adult themes, and bastards with partial nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Pete motherfucking. So if you're a bitch nigga with ass delicacies looming in your crusty head from dangling participles and real shit, call the show directly or turn the channel. You.
Backing up back with this one. Hey. Set the points move, got you on mute. I ain't trying to meet, I'm just trying to move. I don't wanna beef, got nothing to prove. I've been on my grind, I've been in my groove. Put it all behind me, put it on the line. Put it in perspective, beauty in my mind. Beauty all around me. Beauty all around me. Ashes on the pavement, checkered Vans and black socks. Kodak got it rag stock, smoking like it's Woodstock. I forgot my padlock, guess I won't keep secrets. I don't really have lots. If you wanna reach me and you find you're able, tell me how you did that. I cannot make contact, doesn't even matter. Wind took all the ashes that I cast today. I told you we were dead, don't try to love me like a zombie. Keep my code of ethics, I'm a Robbie. Need an eye for an eye, losing teeth in my dreams. Need your smile, then goodbye.
Set the points mood, got ya on me.
I have a vision for myself. You won't hold me, you won't hold me too. I have a vision of myself. You can't hold me, you can't hold me too.
Wipe the tears from my lonely eyes. Getting lost in my mind through these fragile times. Haters wanna see me fall, plotting my demise. Fall, watch me rise, blink up and eye. Yeah, icon in the making. Bro couldn't break me, hating couldn't shake me, no. It's all gravy, baby. Think you could break me? Must be crazy. Yeah, I was born for this shit. Watch me storm a hurricane in this. Ain't with the click and I'm really with my shit. I don't really give up. Yeah, I'm really with the. I'm really on my shit, I'm really on my shit. I'm a rock star, I'm an icon. Certified legendary, I'm a pop star. Yo, you couldn't hold me back. I've been that Shy City where you at. Been that Shy City where you at. Been that Shy City where you at, yeah.
I have a vision for myself. You won't hold me, you won't hold me too. I have a vision of myself. You can't hold me, you can't hold me too.
Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel.
To you.
It's 11 something on a Thursday. That means it's time for you to get your little body wet in these moist ass bad ways. Now let's go around the room and see who we got in the building.
We got Ramon, the Savage Slayer Smith, aka Don't Stop Moaning.
Come on,
Come on.
Moni.
I see, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause you made me feel.
My homie Moni.
Come on,
My homie Moni.
come on.
My homie Moni.
And I feel alright. I see, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo!
All right. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All right, take it easy. Hey, take it easy. Okay?
It's a morning show.
It's a morning show,
It is, and it's still every time that hit though, I feel like I officially have woken up
right?
every single time. I mean, but you can't leave this out.
Moaning. You know I love you, moaning, moaning. You know I love you, moaning, moaning.
Oh, woo. All right. And I am Warren Phoenix Johnson, but the correct pronunciation of my name is
the Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that shit? Like this game?
The Asiatic black man, backhandling business. And speaking of some of this business, let me tell you how it's going down today. We're going to roll into our news segment, a little segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. Then we're going to roll into the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. And then we're going to roll into the ins and outs, relationship advice, where we crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize that the best way to have sex is after Bad Waves remix.
There you go.
For every first Friday, y'all. Every first Friday. Damn, it was juking in that motherfucker last week. And then we're going to close out with Ayo What Man. That is a segment that some call trash talk, but the streets know it as prophecy. Before we move any further, last week we're in here and I didn't talk about what I did. I did one of the crazy things.
You skipped it. Yeah.
I skipped the Sky game.
Yep.
I went to a WNBA basketball game and it was off the hook.
Oh, that was
your championship Chicago Sky?
right. I thought that was like this week.
No, that was last. That was like week before last, and I completely forgot to talk about it.
Oh, I saw like the video you dancing on the court.
Yeah. I jumped in, man. They asked my ignorant ass to come on down. It's funny. They asked somebody else, and then she got scared. She was like, "I ain't on it." And then somebody who knows me, who I've worked with for some years, was like, "You know who would do it? Hey!" She started yelling at me. I came and I said, "What's up?" She was like, "I told him I know who would do this for us." I said, "What? Do what?" Go on the floor and dance. Yep. I didn't even blink.
You're like Kramer. I'll take it.
On the real. I'm there. And yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. And there was like a whole group of kids that I did not know who was just losing their mind. Like I walked past to go to the bathroom. After that, Warren.
I saw that part.
Yeah,
They're like chanting.
When we got outside, they wanted to take selfies.
Oh, wow.
Warren, can I take a selfie with you? It was a dance contest that I lost, obviously.
But you the most memorable.
I was. The kids were like, "You got robbed, Mr. Warren. You were robbed." And all the kids that I was actually there with were like, "You know, he with us. That's us right there. That's
right.
us. Y'all wish y'all had somebody in your group like that."
That's my man's right there.
That's my man's 100 grand. So wait, I want to know about your testing. You did some testing.
Oh yeah, I tested for blue belt, and I'm officially now a blue belt in mixed martial arts.
Nice. Does that count as for Taekwondo as well, or?
No. Well, the thing is, it counts in my gym, and it counts, I guess, wherever I go. But like, if I go to another dojo and I have to start over under their
training.
Yeah, under their training. But yeah, it was tough, man. It was. I won't forget it. That's for sure. I'm glad it only comes around once. When you're qualified to go to the next level.
And how long does it take to qualify?
It was at least an hour. I mean, I think.
No, I mean like before it. So bam.
Oh, how much to get there?
Yeah. So now you're time for the next one.
About a year. So it depends. So each month they have test week where it's like reviewing what you did in the curriculum, and then so you always pass. But so it's kind of like reviewing, and they give you a stripe on your belt.
Okay.
And so if you get 11 stripes, you're eligible to go to the next level belt. So I had 11 stripes, and I was eligible, and I got tested, man.
How did the sparring go?
Oh my god, that was like the worst. So they have that conditioning part where you like do like burpee. No, not even burpees. Conditioning part, you do like 40 laps in the gym, then you do 55 push-ups. You do 55 air squats, 55 reverse crunches, like with the twist.
Wait, you doing this one after the other?
Yeah.
Oh man, hell no.
And but the 55, like they give you a chance to break it down. So I've been like practicing a while, like to try to get ready for it, because I thought I was gonna, I didn't want to gas out. So I was practicing some push-ups and stuff, and I was probably doing like 40 push-ups without stopping. But then they give you a chance to like do 15, 10, 10, 10. So I had a guy, I did 15, give you 10 seconds, 10, and you 10 seconds, 10. So I was like, oh, this is a breeze,
That's fair.
So I got through all that with a breeze. That had the 55 kicks on each leg. You get a roundhouse, rear roundhouse, and a front roundhouse, and somebody's holding the pads. But that's consistent, like bam, 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 bam. And so I got through that pretty good. I was like, oh, it's kind of, I've been practicing that too. And then it's like, all right, now sparring. So it was 10 rounds, 2 minutes each. And it had one round was striking, the other round was grappling. So I'm not that good at grappling. Striking, I started off, I was, floating like a butterfly, try to sting like a bee, hitting. Got that first round of grappling. Came back second time, floating like a wet butterfly. Dude, by the time I got to like halfway, I was just like throwing punches like this. Like I couldn't even like keep my arms. I was so exhausted from the grappling. Because the grappling, I'm not that good at it, but for the 2 minutes, I'm just surviving. Trying not to get submitted, trying not to get, in an arm bar or I got choked. I got in the rear naked chokehold. I had to tap out. Somebody got me real fast. I was like, they got on top of me, and then they kind of like pulled back, and like I was like, all right, tap out.
Wait, now is it like fresh dudes?
Yeah,
each one.
That's the thing. So it was 3 people testing for the belts, and everybody else in the class was fresh, and they just get to jump in. They say anybody see somebody's testing, jump in with them in any round you want.
Try to set us up.
And dude, it was. I had so dude that he was.
That part doesn't sound fair at all.
Man, and it was a dude that was like, I was like, probably on my last fourth, like the last 4 rounds, and it was a dude. He was like, I guess we talked to later. He said he'd been boxing since like 90 something or something like that. He was just holding his hand out there like this, and every time I try to come in, boom, he clocked me, and I'm trying to get around his hand, boom, clock me. But you're tired, and you try to think. So they say the best way to compare, like fighting, MMA or whatever, it's like drowning and playing chess at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. And then you're exhausted because there's no way to prepare for that exhaustion, And so at the end, like the last round of striking, I was just dodging the punches. Like he would try to punch, I would try to slip, try to get back or whatever. I tried to throw a couple punches, but I had no energy. And then the last round of grappling, I was just like trying to survive. I mean, I could it was with my coach, with the instructor, and I mean he's been wrestling since he was a kid, And so he was like trying to get me. He tried to get me in the arm bar. I got out of it, and I tried to like get him in something, which I almost did, but he got out of it. And at the end, he was like, "Don't give up, because I was like, he had got me in something like I don't know what the heck I was in. I was like pinned like this, and he was like, and I was like, he said, "Don't give up, don't." I only had like 20 seconds left. And so I just held on, for dear life, not to let him choke me or something. And then it was like time. And then after that, 55 burpees.
Oh, no thanks.
Dude, it was exhausting.
I'm good on that.
It was exhausting. So,
and also y'all got a couple of like very attractive women that are down at that gym.
Oh yeah.
So I hate to be getting my ass handed to me
in front of them.
Yeah. Like even if you're not trying to holler at them,
right.
You know what I mean? You just don't want to. You get up and she's like, she's like, you're like, oh hey, how are you? Y'all tired,
right?
And then she's like, yeah, I'm okay, but I'm better than you, Chico.
Right, I saw that.
I saw what happened to you, little daddy.
Yeah, my so Leia was like, oh, because my mom's in town, and she's like, oh, you want us to come by and watch you, test? I'm like, no.
God, no. I don't want my mom to see me get my ass kicked.
Right, she would be like, I told you not to get in there.
On the real. On the real. All right, let's keep this party going. So I got a show tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I got a show I'm hosting at Redline VR.
Oh, cool.
At 10 p.m. And now it's not Redline VR anymore. It is the Raven Room.
The Raven Room, that back room, right?
That back room, that beautiful back room.
Yeah, that room was awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I had nothing to do with it. But I will be there hosting at 10 p.m. 4702 North Ravenswood. For the $10 holla. We can try to get you up in there. I mean, not you. I don't have to try to get you anyway. You Ramon. But if you at home listening and or watching, holler at me, kid, because you know what? I could probably get you up in there, cuz. We got, and I don't know the whole list, but I know Zacho is going to be there.
Okay.
Zacho Ryan. He just booked something from Power, like a big speaking role.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
They still show Power?
It's the different powers now.
Oh,
they have powers. It's not just one power. It's like 3 to 4 powers now.
Where does the Tommy one? Is that on
that's
now?
the one. That's the one that he on.
Oh, nice. I auditioned for that before it came out.
I auditioned for it, and boy, I didn't get it.
Dude, it's so hard to get on TV that is ridiculous. Like I booked some commercials, but it's like for a series. Like I can't get, like I've auditioned a bunch of times and can't get on not one of them, man. I don't know maybe I don't look good on camera.
Thanks for keeping it lighthearted.
But anyway.
All right. Well, anyway, that's where I'll be at tomorrow. I am going to plug it because I'm hosting.
Nice.
And it's the first stand-up that stand-up show I'm hosting. I've never hosted a stand-up show.
You'll do good.
Oh, thank you. I've got some tricks. I've got some tricks. But speaking of tricks, Ramon, tell them where they can find us on the internet. I mean, I don't even know how that's a segue into tricks.
Right.
I guess because we the tricks.
We the tricks.
Nah, I don't know. You know what? We are not the tricks, but we damn sure the treats.
We love those treats, though.
All right, Ramon, tell them where they can find the treats.
All right, you can find those treats if you're on Facebook under Bad Waves Remix, right?
On Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, Bad Remix. Okay. I threw in that little trick thing and I threw myself off. If you want some more tricks, you can go to Instagram and find us under Bad Waves Comedy. Now, if you want a trick right now, instantly, you can go on YouTube and watch us live as we give you those treats. And if you want to call in and get some more treats, dial in. The number is 312-985-7834.
Once again, that number, hey.
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the first time today, we are going to break your law.
When I pull up, all in Byron, I chat. Done a lot of wrong, so I pray to Allah. Baba always told me, pray your salah. I'm on the corner rolling ganja. Ninki Nanka. Boy, I'm a dragon salivating fire. Elevating higher. Finna take the goalie, elevate it higher. Neo King in the coop, whipping sassy like it's poop. We just living how we do, but me feel like we the shoot. Yeah, I'm in it for the gold, in it for the soul. Let them haters go to war. You singing, they hating from the soul, that's how it go. Why they going crazy, yeah, my sure that's how it go. They don't do it like we do it back at home. It's a party like a football back at home. Don't care about no win or no loss. I'ma get my bag, I'm in charge. Started on my own, we going far. I've been in my bag, let's run it up. I run around the city like a boss. I manifest that it is come by law. Name on get dead up in their thoughts. I'm like Malcolm X, I do my part. Put my faith in God to do his part. Hating is a sickness of the heart. All my niggas been here from the start. And all these actors, they don't get no part. Only cash you win for when you break apart. Only lay you win for where to get apart. Finna run a validation card. We was on Kotali, that's the boulevard. Don't care about no win or no loss. I'ma get my bag, I'm in charge. Started on my own, we going far. I've been in my bag, let's run it up.
Hi everyone, this is Mary Conti. Just want to thank my friends of the Bad Wave Show for playing my music from my new album Invisible Things. I hope you like it. Ciao.
Take a chance, see what you cannot see. Trust yourself, trust yourself. Life's not a memory. Just take a chance. We can be what we wanna be. Accept yourself. Life's not your enemy.
What's up, baby? It's your girl, Crystal Poppin', representing El Paso, Texas, and you're about to hear my song Block right here with the Bastards at Bad Waves on Q4.org.
Yeah, come from the trenches, jumping off fences, yeah. When I grew up, did nobody expect it. City to city, collecting my checks. Pocket receipted, I needed advances. Nobody gave me attention. Now my ass sitting black leather, the Benzes. Yeah, but need a breath. Yeah, face is so pretty, ass is so Spanish. Spicy little kitten, cut straight out of Texas. Caution, I burnt through your cells. Yeah, the heat of breath. I got some fam that don't got a green card. Cut from the field, bitch, we come from the yard. See us approaching your car, you locking the door.
I'm the only shorty with a deal that done came up from my block. No, they never gave me a chance, never what I got. I'ma dodge on every bullet, gonna take another shot. Coming straight out the dirt, I was molded by the rock. I'm the only shorty with a deal that done came up from my block. No, they never gave me a chance, never what I got. Yeah, they hate to see me winning, hate to see that I'm on top. And your watch, 9 to 5, 24 on my clock.
Hit the street running when I was a student. 2007 when I was recruited. Diamonds are shining, I'm holding a stack. Security walking me back to the back. Hitting the scene, me and my team. Hurting they feelings since 2013. Working around the clock, 24/7 since 2016. My flow electric, I left him in shock. Shawty for Cetra, still repping the block. My first song ever was Talk of the Town. Best believe all my hometown gonna talk. High school I used to sell E on the track. Now I do better, yeah, I'll give it back. Made my mistake, but that come with the facts. Now I shoot Henny, got coke in my jet.
I'm the only shorty with a deal that done came up from my block. No, they never gave me a chance, never what I got. I'ma dodge on every bullet, gonna take another shot. Coming straight out the dirt, I was molded by the rock. I'm the only shorty with a deal that done came up from my block. No, they never gave me a chance, never what I got. Yeah, they hate to see me winning, hate to see that I'm on top. And your watch, 9 to 5, 24 on my clock.
Hello everyone, I'm Kaki from Udaipur, India, and you are about to hear one of my songs right here on Bed Waves, only on Q4 Radio.
ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦਿਲ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਈਏ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਜਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ ਪਿਆਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੋਹਲ ਕਰਾਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਿਖਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕਰ ਜਗ ਵੈਰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਨੀ ਪੈਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੋੜ ਚੜਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਦਿਲ ਚ ਵਸਾਈਏ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਦ ਵੀ ਬਣਾਈਏ ਕਦੇ ਅੱਖ ਨਾ ਚੁਰਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਜਣਾ ਤੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਮੁਖ ਪਰ ਤਾਹੀ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਏ ਜੇ ਯਾਰੀਆਂ ਫਿਰ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਤੋੜ ਨਿਭਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਵੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜਾਣੇ ਪਰ ਯਾਰ ਤੂੰ ਦੂਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਏ ਜੇ ਯਾਰੀਆਂ ਫਿਰ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਤੋੜ ਨਿਭਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਵੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜਾਣੇ ਪਰ ਯਾਰ ਤੂੰ ਦੂਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਈਏ ਨੀ ਸੱਚੀਆਂ ਪਰੀਤਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਲਾਹ ਲਈਏ ਸਜਣਾ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਜ਼ਮਾਈਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਿਲ ਨਾ ਵਟਾ ਲਈਏ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਛੁਡਾਈਦਾ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣ ਲੱਖ ਨੀ ਕਦੇ ਨੀ ਯਾਰ ਵਟਾਈਦਾ ਨੱਚਣਾ ਚ ਪੈ ਜੇ ਬਨ ਘੁੰਗਰੂ ਨੱਚ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਯਾਰ ਮਨਾਈਦਾ ਜੀਣਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਰਾਜ਼ੀ ਇੱਕ ਪਲ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਕਿ तेरे ख्यालों विच लंघदे दिन मेरे इंज जिवे रात नी अखियां च रहना तेरे सुपने करदा रवां तेरी बात नी इश्क न मंगदा है जगनू इश्क न पुछदा है जात नी मंगिया है तैनू असी रब तो अखियां च ले जज्बात नी इक तू होवे इक मैं होवां दोवे सारे जग नू भुल जाहिए नी लाइए जे यारियां फिर लाके तोड़ निभाइए नी मुक जावे भावे जाने पर यार तो दूर न जाइए नी लाइए जे यारियां फिर लाके तोड़ निभाइए नी मुक जावे भावे जाने पर यार दूर न जाइए
What's up? This is Seattle's Anthony Danza, and you listening to Bad Waves on Q4 Radio. We got plays to make.
It was hella peas, hella pies. Unforgivable the way we moving chicken in them waffle fries. Look, sorry mama, I'm moving to Ariana, be it tall or a grande. I can get you any size, still with it, running up a digit. You can ask James, I was worthy with the pivot. Hardwood classic, till I casket. Cash was everything around me, Kareem like magic. Same song and dance up in the cabinet. Abracadabra, then we let them have it. Declan and Patrick wrapped up in the plastic. Young UPS, yes, with another package.
And there ain't nothing I can do about it. When he loves me,
Still with the moving and the shaking. Still having patience. Still gon' get it poppin'. Still ain't ducking faces. Ducking congratulations. Money is what we make it. Still headed for greatness. Still ducking the law. Still whipping the wall. Married to the pavement.
Wake up in the morning, we blessed. Kingpin status, that's the form of success. Yeah, one trip you set. One slip, see the walls, your attorney get text. Co-defended cause they end up in stress. All these social sites give your enemies press. It was always clear to me these niggas is stress. Just the misery, I'm focused on that energy less. Took a trip to Vegas, big Kahuna Suite. Unforgettable like Martin Luther's last speech. Yeah, I did that little favor for you last week. I'm still underestimated if you ask me. Couple seconds scraped off the map, all the white was gone. I was there to see the signal when the lights came on. Ain't nobody else involved, you acted alone. We can skip the details, cash app on my phone. I'm gone.
and there ain't nothing I can do. When he loves me,
Still with the moving and the shaking. Still having patience. Still gon' get it poppin'. Still ain't ducking faces. Ducking congratulations. Money is what we make it. Still headed for greatness. Still ducking the law. Still whipping the wall. Married to the pavement.
I know you wanna praise me, but it's best you didn't. Cause for the shoes alone, I caused the epidemic. Heart blacker than a keg of Guinness. Toe tap into a death sentence. Look like vanilla extract on the spoon. I like flame to it now, baby, in the mood. I can't let FEMA take my job. Drip on a fake, too much knowledge, no problem. Let's get back to it. Old school do it. Two-strap leather man purse couldn't do it. Those off-white slippers, sit back riders, stash it like frozen bags of hot dog water. Jeez, this a promissory note. Poppy seed quiche, Holly on the boat, got Kiki on the street. Arrogance on my pinky, my big out mystique.
and there ain't nothing I can do about it. When he loves me,
Still with the moving and the shaking. Still having patience. Still gon' get it poppin'. Still ain't ducking faces. Ducking congratulations. Money is what we make it. Still headed for greatness. Still
Yeah.
We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel.
To you.
And I got to tell you what you just heard. We kicked our whole thing off today. Our beloved banger, as I like to call it. From Chore Boy. Every week we have a Chore Boy song that kicks it off normally, and that is a beloved banger every single week because we represent the gang, whole lot of gang-ish. Don't act like you don't know.
Beloved gang, baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. N-word. That was Chore Boy with girls featuring boys versus girls with Vision, and then we went out of that into a rap song that was. Oh my God, Mo Furo. Shout out to Mo. That dude, that song is definitely a summer banger right there. When I pull up, God, how's it go? I really need to know how to sing your song in order for me to destroy it. I pray to Allah.
Oh yeah.
Fire. I'm rolling down that street, leaky. Right, like it's great stuff. And then we went out of that into
Mariconte,
Chances. And out of Chances we went into Crystal Poppins, one of my favorite Crystal Poppins songs, Block. I'm the only shorty with a deal that came up from my block. No, they never gave me a chance, never see what I got. So shout out to Crystal Poppins, because Crystal Poppins will make these like hard ass rap songs, but be looking sexy as hell.
Yep.
And she never references her booty or any other body part. She just spitting her stuff.
Right.
And if you got eyes, you can see. Big up to Crystal Poppin, because she is literally popping.
Respect.
Ain't no stopping.
Crystal trick, I'm popping. From the bottom on top now, it's a problem. That's a whole nother Crystal Poppin song. That is one of those songs that when you hit a chorus start, you're just like, I have to finish this.
Right.
I can't not do this anymore. And then we went out of the Crystal Poppin into Ellen K. Yadia? Is that how you say it?
I guess.
Ellen K. Yadia from our homegirl, Hema Kaki, a.k.a. the Kaki
Singer.
And shout out to her. She's always doing her thing. And then out of that into Anthony Danza's Married to the Pavement. We were just talking about how Anthony Danza's music is so well produced.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the beats, the audio alone is just
the flow, man.
I mean, of course, I mean, goes without saying. Anthony Danza is the one who had our boy Ronnie Ray up in here giving a nod to one of his lines, which is one of my favorite Anthony Danza lines, which is there's levels to this game like my mama lasagna. You sell your soul to level up, you tell on your mama. So big up to Anthony Danza, always doing his thing. So with that being said, it is time for our news segment, a little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Leading the way with today's comedy. And before we go any further, big shout out to Amy Nico Schwartz. Amy and I, put our hands in that Bad Waves remix every first Friday at the Raven Room. Raven Room is located in the back of Red Line VR, 4702 North Ravenswood. By the way, I have a show there where I'm hosting stand-up tomorrow, 10 p.m. Peel up for the choppy chop. All right, now that I have plugged harder than a lamp in 1985. Leading the way with today's news is our very own comedic Thomas Edison. It is Ramon the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning. Come on! I say yeah! Yeah! Cause you make me feel my homie moan. Come on! My homie moan. Come on! My homie moan. And I feel alright. I say yeah! Woo! Okay, there's only two of us here today, so nobody be surprised if you don't hear that intro again. We don't have to pay attention to nobody's time but our own, because you know I love you moaning, moaning. You know I love you moaning, moaning. Ooh. All right, hit us off, Moni.
All right. Let's see. What can we start with? Modern technology is come a long way, and bald people don't have to be bald anymore.
Okay, word.
Neither women who lose their eyebrows.
That is a thing.
That's a thing. Isabel Kutsi.
Wait. Her last name is Kutsi?
Like Kutxi.
Okay, I just think it's an interesting name to have when we're talking about here. All right.
Isabel Kutsi. You know, she was a young girl, and she would pluck her eyebrows just to be in fashion. And then when she got older, her eyebrows stopped growing. So Isabel Kutsi decided to investigate about hair transplant. You know, they do hair transplant for men. You know, they take a little bit from the back, they put it on top, and it starts growing back again. Well, Isabel Kutsi took a transplant from the back of her head and put it on her eyebrows.
Okay.
They look pretty good, but here's the catch. Eyebrows, when they grow, the hair stops growing at a certain point.
Oh, no.
And her eyebrows started growing as if it was a hair on her head, and just kept growing. So she has to go like every week to get them trimmed down, because if not, there'd be like
to get her eyebrows cut.
Yeah. If not, there'd be like, you know, snuffleupagus. Not even like the eyelashes, but like it'd be like ponytail eyebrow.
Out here looking like an Ewok.
Yeah.
Ease up, go.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ewoks. Yo, Ewok eyebrow having ass. Right. That's horrible.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
All right, let's keep it going. Oh, well, here's something a little gangster, but let's get on the subject of gangsta. Okay. It'll be on the guy's side, but Colleen had a boyfriend. They were in a relationship.
Okay.
And she loved him so much that she decided to give him one of her kidneys. Isn't that great?
That is great.
Right? Like
I hate when you ask me stuff that isn't that great? No, it's a setup.
I know.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that lovely? Well, it turns out after Colleen gave her boyfriend her kidney, he dumped her.
He dumped her?
He left her, and she found out that he was cheating on her with another girl.
The whole time?
The whole time, baby.
That is horrible.
I know.
You're gonna pay in hell? You're gonna pay in hell?
God, I wish I had a joke for that.
Man, he got his kidney and gone.
He did.
So, you know, she posted on TikTok or whatever, one of those things, talking about how, you know, she really loved her partner, and so much that he had kidney problems, and she decided to give him her kidney. You know, and the guy found out that, hey, there was another whole thing going on. You know, so
so he took a piece, then said peace.
Yep, he took a piece and said peace out.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Yeah, so be careful, ladies. I mean, it's kind of gangster of him.
That's not gangster. That's evil.
Hey,
that's evil.
Be like, hey man, baby, you know I love you. Let me get that kidney real quick.
That is horrible.
And then you get that kidney and be like, deuces.
She can't get a refund.
Man,
no takebacks.
No takebacks. I wonder if you could do that. Like, you can't take it back.
No,
right?
You can't take it back.
It's probably more complicated taking it back than
putting it in.
Man. Well,
it's just like one of my Tinder dates.
Oh. All right, let's keep it gangster.
I hate him.
A man decides that he's been married, has two kids, family, you know, wife and children. And one day he said, you know what? I don't want to be in a family anymore. So he decided to break up with his wife and not be in a family anymore. So he said, what's the weird thing about that? Well, he decided, I'm not moving out of this house either.
What?
He's like,
God does not like ugly, man.
So he no, keep going.
So he decided not to move out of the house. He said, I'm splitting up with you. I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm done being a dad. I'm done being a family man, but I'm staying here. So he stays in the house, sleeps in a different bed. She complains because she says it's hard for her. You know, she didn't want to break up. She didn't know anything was wrong. I guess she just like thought everything was fine. And he was like, nope, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, but I'll stay here. And so he sometimes like rents a hotel and doesn't come home. He comes home late. Doesn't help out with the kids. Doesn't do anything in the house. And so he said he's not leaving because he can't afford to leave. So that's gangster.
Is that gangster?
That's gangster.
You know,
I mean, it's mean.
Is he like bringing? He's not. I wanted to find out if he was bringing girls home.
No, not yet. It didn't say. He didn't say. I don't think he's. I think he. That's why he was like renting the hotels.
Okay.
So at least he has a little bit of you know, some kind of heart. You know.
God, that would be horrible.
You imagine that? Like we're getting divorced or we're separating, but I'll stay here. You know, and you got to see that person every day. And then they don't even do anything for you. Like they don't even like he doesn't do anything. Like he doesn't clean or spend time with the kids or anything. He like comes home drunk sometimes. He goes right to bed.
Deadbeat dad living in the house.
Yes, man. So
I mean, if deadbeat dad probably in that dead beating off too.
The beating off. Oh.
What?
All right. Let's see. Was his mom?
Dude, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. You ever got almost caught by somebody's like ex-husband or something like that in the house? I did. Is why I'm asking.
No.
Me and this girl, this young lady, were getting tossed up, right? Getting gone. And she still lived in the house that her and her husband bought. Beautiful house.
Mm.
And I was in her bed, and I get out of the bed, and I come back to go to the restroom. I come back, and again, I'm tossed up. And one of her kids is now in the bed.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh my God, I'm not about to get in that bed. So I go and I lay in the kid's bed. My alarm goes off. Now again, we getting trashed.
Mm.
And I'm like, why is my alarm going off at 5? And I was like, oh, because so my alarm goes off, I turned it off. But she reminded me because it was Easter.
Okay.
That dude was showing up at 6 a.m.
Oh, man.
To the house. So I ended up waking up after hitting snooze a number of times and realizing like, oh my God, this guy's like, it's 5:45. This guy's going to be here in 15 minutes.
Right.
So I get up and I get dressed or whatever. I don't even say bye to her. Because all I could think about is this dude walking into his son's room.
And it's a grown-ass man.
And it's grown-ass, half-naked man in the bed.
You probably could have got away and be like, Dada! Dada!
Dude, I would have been murdered.
You're
I
like,
would have been killed.
Dang.
I would have been killed. And I blame the last person I was dating. The person who dumped me that ended up sending me back to the single life. I blame you. It's your fault I'm in these situations. You can see? Ladies, think about this before you dump him.
Right.
He might end up in some kid's bed.
Some kid's bed. Dad, I'm trying to think. I think I hung around with somebody that I knew her ex-boyfriend, but I wasn't like buddy with him, you know. But yeah. I knew him, and I don't know if they were like completely done. She said they were, but like one time I was over at her place, and I was like uneasy the whole time because it was like this dude's gonna walk in at any time or something. Like,
did he still live there?
No, but I mean, you know, like he wasn't. I think they had like a hard breakup. Like he wasn't done with her, you know. One of those guys be like, I ain't done with you yet, you know. We ain't broke up yet, and he come like show up at her house or whatever. Be like, hey baby,
with the boombox like John Cusack.
Yeah.
In your eyes, the light, the heat
in your eyes. Yeah. So I was kind of nervous because it was kind of like what do you call it? One of those.
End up in your ass,
man. You know.
Probably looking for the light, the heat.
Right, the light, the heat.
Oh my goodness, go ahead.
All right, let's keep it gangster. This is a little more gangster. This is real gangster.
I hope it's actually gangster and not just evil.
No, it's not evil. It's gangster, but like it's something that I applaud him. But let's listen to the story. So, an unnamed man felt like he won the lottery after he received his paycheck, and he got paid 286 times by his employer. So he usually makes he's from Chile, so he usually makes 500,000 Chilean pesos, which is about $444 or pounds. And instead of getting that, he receives 65,398,851 Chilean pesos, which is about 147,000 pounds, which is like maybe $150,000.
Okay.
And so they mistakenly paid him this. And he disappeared.
He disappeared?
They called him and he said, hey, man, we noticed that we paid you. And, we made a mistake. And the guy says, oh, okay, yeah, I noticed that. I know you had a lot of money in there. So I just put it in the bank, you know. So I'll be there tomorrow with the money. You know, I'll take it out of the bank, get a check, and bring it back to you guys. And next day passed, he didn't show up. They called him again. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll be there. I'll be there soon with the money." And then they didn't hear from him for a while, and they received a letter. It was his resignation, and they never heard from him again.
See, they thought they had Chilean peppers. He actually turned into a ghost pepper. Got up out there.
Got about that piece.
I don't blame him.
He was like, "Peace out." So a similar story, a Japanese man. I mean, this is kind of gangster, but it's kind of mean though. He was sent, like the COVID relief fund. We got that little stimulus check. So apparently, his name was on the top of the list, and they thought the way the system worked that he was like the person that was going to distribute the money to everybody else. So they sent the whole check. 338 338,000 euros to him to be distributed by the people in his what do you call it, neighborhood or
not village.
Village.
Okay.
Yes. So his village. But guess what? He took that money and gambled it away.
He gambled it?
Lost it in 2 weeks. Because he's like, oh, wait a minute. He's a resident of Abu in Yamaguchi Prefecture in Western Japan. He said, he was confused. He said, wait, what is this money? So it's like a stimulus check. And he's like, oh, okay. But apparently it was for the whole village, not just for him. I don't know why I sent it to him. It was like a mistake, but good news. He said he was going to pay it back little by little.
Yeah, right.
So you probably won't hear from him again. Oh man, that's kind of gangster, right? Like if you had a job or if you like,
I would have left.
Right?
I would not have gone gambling,
dude.
I would not have gone gambling.
I would have moved to America,
especially if it came from the government.
Right.
Please, I'm out. Thank you.
Like you owe them. Like you make a mistake on your taxes.
Right.
And they're like hounding you.
Yeah.
Like they make a mistake. Hey, you lost.
Right. It's only right.
Hey, it's only fair. It's only fair. Let's see.
Can't believe he gambled it though.
Right? Like I would have like put it. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have gambled it. He gambled it on like American sites, like the on his phone.
Oh God, he didn't go to an actual place.
He didn't even go to an actual place. He was like on his phone gambling on those like the little. I don't know what the gambling sites are, but spent. That's a lot of money. 400, 300 and whatever euros, 2 weeks.
Man, you crazy.
You know how many OnlyFans?
How many what?
No, like how many OnlyFans I could have paid for.
Oh, dog, man! if you gonna mess that money up, you gotta at least enjoy yourself.
Right.
Like, man, I would have been on the new back page.
Man,
I would have been on the back page like it was the front page. Shoot. As a matter of fact, going on back page, I would have ended up found on the front page. Somebody would have realized I had a bunch of money and brought their pimp by.
Man.
And got my little ass. All right, keep it going.
All right, I think I'm going to end on that. Here's a funny one, I guess. Have you ever fell asleep on the bus?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times, yeah. I fell asleep one time. I fell asleep, actually, I was in New York, and I fell asleep on the train, and I ended up in Jamaica, Queens. And I was like, didn't know where I was. But I immediately got back on the train and went back I was going to Queens and ended up passing my stop. Well, this guy fell asleep on the bus to wake up with the bus in the parking lot, where they park the buses at?
Yeah.
And it was all dark, and they locked the bus, so he was locked inside the.
Oh my God!
Inside the bus.
Who do you call?
I don't know. So he went on. So this guy, I mean, he's kind of smart. He went on he had his cell phone. So he went on the forum on Reddit, and to ask for help, to ask people how do you open up the doors to the bus. And
did it work?
Yeah. So finally, somebody replied. They started making fun of him. They basically said, "This is how you become a bus driver." Like, this is how they recruit bus drivers, that you fall asleep and then you can't get out of this bus, so you're trapped in it forever. But no, somebody did respond, and it's actually like a little switch at the door, and it opens up the door. So he was able to get out. So all is well with this man. But beware of falling asleep. I knew a friend who fell asleep on the train. It was his birthday. And actually, I knew two guys that fell asleep on the train. One guy fell asleep on the train. It was his birthday. He got drunk. And the train went to 95th Street. And he got mugged.
Oh, he got mugged?
He took all his stuff. And he didn't even know. Like, he was asleep. So he woke up. When he woke up, he had no wallet, no watch, and none of that stuff. And I think I'm not sure. I think he didn't have a cell phone either. He took his cell phone also.
I had a pair of Beats headphones taken off my head when I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep?
Uh-huh.
Dang.
Yeah, I wanted to beat my ass.
Yeah, and another friend fell asleep. He was drunk too. He was a DJ, and he would work at the airport. So he had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And so he would DJ. It was Thursday nights at the bar I used to work at. He would DJ there, and it was like a house music night, whatever. And then they'd be drinking and stuff. And so he would get on the train, go straight to the airport, and then just sleep off there, and then go straight to work. So he got on the train, fell asleep, and he rode the train back and forth. I don't know how many times.
Mecca like a high Mecca. Tiny ho.
I was like, man, and he never. I mean, I think he didn't make it to work that day. But all right, well, I'll end on that.
That's not a bad. That's actually not a bad place to end that. All right, in that case, let me hear you go.
Ease on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. This is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very critically disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source. No. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to FOX. I don't go to ABC, the EFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com. World Star. Let's get into it. Now, women in New York City destroy a restaurant because they were charged $1.75 for extra sauce.
What?
They destroyed the whole place. Now, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that these honey dips weren't the ones left leaking after this, because the way they was tearing it up over this extra sauce was tasteless. That was okay. Cam Newton's girlfriend says that she does not like anal, but she does it for him. And I'm sitting there looking and thinking to myself, well, of course. Cam Newton's a quarterback. Every quarterback wants a wide receiver that'll take it up the middle. Oh my God. Get your defensive line penetrated messing with a quarterback door. Oh my goodness. I remember writing that thinking like, this is ridiculous. Closing out. Documented idiocy. A man is in a bodega and he decides to cut in line in order to rob the place. And he ended up getting stabbed by the bodega owner. He hit him up, showed him with that poke game bout, hit him with 10 of them things. And as a result, this would-be robber died from getting stabbed. Which is interesting, because did anyone not tell this man that skipping the line at a bodega is the fastest way to check out? That'll do it for me. That'll do it for the news. A little news segment we like to call You May Have. Because you may have heard it, you may have not. Coming up later, we'll hit y'all off with .com on hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all of that, we're going to hook your ass up with some of this music. Ramon, tell them the internet crap.
If you want to find us on the Facebook, you can find us on the Bad Waves Remix. You can find us on Instagram on the Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us live right now on YouTube on the Bad Waves Radio, or you can dial in to 312-985-7834 for some chatting. Once again, that is 312-985-7834. Drive it up the middle.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we're going to break y'all off.
listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. You can't name a top 5 without me in the guys. Even if you switch the numbers, bet we beat the odds. I bet it all on me and send her down. If we keepin' it 100, bet we on by winter time. We the vibe and they turn the stews into a bocce. Meeting hoes at the show that let me Mr. Miyagi. I be silked out. I'm a drug of choice, she get pilled out. There's so many options, I forgot my fucking kill count. I step inside your broad like I step in the building. 6-something foot long and something appealing. Car probably pushed off with an M on the emblem. Or smelling like the finest hair on the tree look Brazilian. I'm looking like a million. You looking like you broke, looking like you old. Oh no, you looking like you snowed. Funny nigga, like a nerve. I don't care if you the 3, 5, or 6. I'm a bird. That's my word. I don't let fish fly with a bird. So I nigga think he get by without a hearse. I'ma live and strive by diverse, and you gon' live and die by a nurse, man. If it's up to me, every fucking obsolete, kill them all, they don't get the copper plea. If it's up to me, every fucking obsolete, kill them all, they don't get the copper plea.
Close your eyes, imagine this chicken that's their pin game. Oh Lord, before the thoughts of the end game. Smoke thick, piece on which she even thicker. Shooter in the clutch for when it's 4th down, that's the kicker. Cut ties, split pies, put pride to the side. If it's beef, what's the size? Turn the burner up on high. Really never seen a man cry till the heat drawn, do or die. Tough talk, you got your rest in peace song. Choosy lover say she heard about my sweet talk. Freak bro, let her work out and eat that sweet frog. This max ish make them geek, huh? This an elite sport.
If it's up to me, every fucking obsolete, kill them all, they don't get the copper plea. If it's up to me, every fucking obsolete, kill them all, they don't get the copper plea.
This is Frank Joshua. You are listening to a track from my debut album Sense Life on Q4.org and Bad Waves Radio. Leah, Ramon, Amy and Warren are all heroes of new music. They give their ears, their time and their funny bones to promote music that the mainstream hasn't got to yet. So lend them your ears, appreciate these good people, and let's just get over the kidnapping, shall we? Frank Joshua has endorsed this message.
Sense life, see what's really out there. strange to this. Yes, I've been here before, but I can't see beyond these eyes. No, I can't avert my gaze, no matter crying in the night. Screaming, screaming to be heard. How can the wise be weak when the rich are so strong? And how can this make me carry on when I try to taste what I can't taste? Ooh, feel what I can't feel, and hear what can't be heard. Banish this feeling from my heart. Ooh, make this start a fresh one. Won't someone hear me scream at me? Is this what love is?
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 16.
And she said if she knew my song, she would sing along.
Yeah, baby.
And don't it feel so good? Okay. Don't it feel so good? You know. Now this is Pugs, man, it's more than just rhyme. This is love of my life in these lines. We get up and get out to get shine. It's like a free fill up on pub number 9. Or who you with people wants to chill and recline. Or all matching numbers in the lottery line. Today's destination anywhere will be fine, as long as we're together getting better with time. Your first kiss, it's like my first mic, it's like your first kid, it's like my first nights, it's that feel good. Are you ready for flight? This for Inglewood, man, I'm shining a light. So relax yourself and come and give me love, and tell them that Pugs is who you're thinking of. And it's okay, somebody wants a dub, cause this right here, them good times that we love. And all that I own is my poems, and all that I own is my songs. And a tourist then created me. Now I'm hooked with JP, don't it sound heat? We mesh together with a tight 16. We tight whenever we do this in our sleep. You might get clever if you follow these pros from the go, no tricks up the sleeve. Ladies, stay a while, we don't want you to leave. And all that I own is my poems, and all you can do is sing along. Feels real good, man. Man, JP.
AKA call and response. Came with it on this one, man. It just takes me back, y'all. It's been real fun. I just want to take this time to say what's up to all my people that remember them days when you first get into hip-hop. And it's what you live and breathe. Hold on to the memories, y'all.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is time for the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all of that, we gotta tell you what you just heard. Ramon, break them off property.
All right, 1 second.
Wait,
I got it.
Kicked it off with Alien from Reliant Tom.
Oh yes, dope ass song. Reliant Tom is by far one of the greatest bands out there.
Seriously, like their live show too. Oh my god. Like their live show, Claire is the lead singer. Her and her homegirls will get together and like will put on this choreography with lights and stuff.
Nice.
And then she'll get up in there and start singing her ass off. Reliant Tom, and I think I've said this before, has a song on my like workout playlist. Sky Is Falling. Woo! You know, one of these days I'd love to tell somebody. Because sometimes, I don't know if you experience this. Actually, you probably don't experience this in your gym. But, like, people will walk past and stare me dead ass in the face while I'm lifting. I just look right into my eye, like, try to, like, look into my eyes. And I just want to tell them, like, bro, I'm listening to some of the, like, deepest music right now.
Right.
Reaching in the depths of my soul, finding this place where not only am I lifting, but this lifting is strengthening my spirit. And it is allowing me to feel safe and a warmth unlike any other warmth I've ever felt. And then I have to look at you. Bro, get up out my face. All right, keep going.
That was followed Reliant Tom, Alien, followed by Sincerest Don and Big Mars, Up to Me.
Mm-hmm. If it's up to me, every F N-word obsolete, kill them all. They don't get their cop play. God, right. Boy, that's some RNS. Boy, that's a real N-word S right there. That you don't tell me you ain't never felt that way.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're lifting and you're trying to listen to your damn Reliant Tom.
Somebody trying to look you in your eyes.
Deep in your eyes. While you got a 100 when you're on doing a set of 15 with a 110 pound demonstration in your arms. while you're in the middle of your 3.5 hour workout. Stop looking at me.
Stop looking at me.
I swear. That go for that's not just for the dudes. That's for the ladies too. Because y'all don't even want to pull up.
Uh-oh.
Pull up and say something.
Choppy chop.
Yeah. Although I'm not even gonna lie for the choppy chop. I ain't gonna lie. There is this one person who don't speak English, and she did try to talk to me, and she was like, no English. And then we had a small conversation. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but she could look at me.
Right.
Because at least she said something.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
We followed by the one and only Frank Joshua, straight out of London, Sense Life.
Yeah. Title of his new album.
Yep.
By the way, getting rave reviews.
Yes. Sense Life. Sense Life. See what's really out there.
Le Butcher has been ordered up, Frank. Get your crab meat.
Right. Then it was Pugs Adams, Tear in Your Eye.
Boy. Now, interestingly enough, that song, if I'm not mistaken, came out like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And that came across the radar, and it was like, oh my God, this is sensational. This is beautiful. And that sample, like Pugs Adams is always good for some rhymes. You could always, you can't like go wrong with a Pugs Adams bar, with some raps from Pugs Adams. And the beats that he picks sometimes are just phenomenal. But this one, it got up into your soul. Just tear in your eye. Like, oh my goodness. So yeah, and if you at home, you're watching, like try to do a deep dive on some Pugs Adams pause.
There you go.
Like you can find, you're gonna find, like if you like hip hop music, you're gonna find yourself sensationally pleased. Like it's great. His catalog is insane. All right, now with that being said,
all right,
it is time for the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these shout outs and salutes aren't just for the bodega worker trying to defend his job and his store against a robber by hitting him up with 10 of them things and showing him what that poke game bout. Who are they for?
Now these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for women who give their kidneys up to their loved ones and then he dumps her and leaves her for another woman.
Oh. Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. With today's shout out and salute is Ramon the Savage Slayer Smith, aka Don't Stop Moaning. Come on, Moaning.
I say yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, cause you made me feel.
My homie Moaning.
Come on,
my homie Moaning.
Come on.
All right, that's enough. That is enough of that.
Enough.
Okay, we done it so much. We did it twice. That's all we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like we got to keep beating that dead horse. You know, that's why it's a great little intro, because we can only do it twice. Moaning, moaning.
You know I love you, moaning, moaning.
It's only two of us here. You thought we wasn't gonna do that? Ramon, hit him off.
All right. Today's shout out and salute goes to Eric Williams and the Silver Room. For those of you who don't know, Silver Room is a store that used to be in Wicker Park, Milwaukee. Since has moved to Hyde Park. They started an event called the Silver Room Block Party, Silver Room Sound System Block Party, which was an event that brought the community together. You know, when they were Wicker Park, they had a little section of the street blocked off, and you know they would have live music, indie music playing all day. They bring family together. They have fun and games for the children. It was a positive event. They moved to Hyde Park, and it became, something even better. You know, it grew. Like, I think the last time we were there, they had, 10,000 people, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
And probably more, because it was packed to capacity. Like the first year they did it there, it was like 10,000 people, I think, and then the second year they did it there, they had to expand more, so they had to like block off more streets because it was so big, and it was gone for COVID, unfortunately, a couple of years. So now they're back. The Silver Room Block Party is back, but now it's going to be at Oakwood Beach. So now we got plenty of space.
Where's Oakwood Beach?
Oakwood Beach is on, I think it's like 39th or something like that. Lakeshore.
Okay. It's
where they had Mambi on the beach. I don't know if you've ever been to Mambi on the beach. It's really cool.
No, but I had a mommy on the beach.
Yo! It's a big beach and it's kind of like made for an event. So it's like you have your little festival there. So it's going to be 2 days. It's going to be 16th and 17th of July. Pull up for the Choppy Chop. Eric and his crew, they do a lot of good things for the community. I believe he's opened up a winery. So he's a guy he's an African American young man who is positive and does a lot of things and shows the community that we have 10,000 people, 15,000 people, and not one fight, not one arrest. Not one incident. So
Mucking with a G here, pal.
Shout out to Eric and the Silver Room Block Party. Today we say
salute.
Respect.
All right, that'll do it for the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout outs and salutes aren't just for the people who go to block parties trying to turn them into a cock party. Who are they for? I don't know if I can say that.
Now, these shout outs and salutes aren't just for people who have mommies on the beach.
Word to Gary Oldman. Honorable mention to Wood Harris. We come back, we're going to go into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open the novel of one of our love lives and know that one of the men in this room is a son of a beach. But before all of that, we're going to hit y'all off with some of this music. Don't forget, I'll be at the Ravens Room, right in the back of Redline VR. The Raven Room, 4702 North Ravenswood tomorrow, hosting a stand-up show. Now who's on that? You said there's Lindsay Shaw is on that. Zach O'Ryan is on that.
Dr. Lynn, Jackie Lynn.
Yeah, Dr. Jackie Lynn is on that. And
Alexandra Sarpalas or something like that.
I do not know how to say her name. Alexandra T.
I think it's Sarpalas. I think so. I may be butchering. I may be butchering.
You may be butchering. All hail the butcher.
Hail the butcher.
But I'll be there tomorrow. If you have nothing going on, I'll be there at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., 4702 North Ravenswood. If you've never seen me do stand-up, come check it out. Don't forget your tomatoes. Now, with that being said, Ramon, tell them the internet.
If you want to find us on Facebook, you can find us on the Bad Waves Remix. If you want to find us on Instagram, we are under Bad Waves Comedy. Now, if you want to watch us live right now, we got a lot of people watching YouTube. You can find us on the Bad Waves Radio. And if you want to dial in, peel up for the choppy chop verbally, the number to dial is 312-985-7834. Once again, it's 312-985-7834. Talk some shiz, Nathaniel.
With the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we're going to get the blicky up. Try to get in on that.
Now that I remember the guy I fell in love with. More than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help. 'Cause we've been through the worst and it felt like it cursed, but now that the fear is no longer, I hope we'll grow stronger till my days end. I'll be your best friend. It's now that I remember the guy I fell in love with. It's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. It's now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream. I know you stay by my side, I can see it in your eyes. Our love is so strong. What do I want? It's now that I remember the guy I fell in love with. It's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I
Without a savant from Sound of Kanai, aka Dos Equis, BKA Flagship, CKA Slimston Churchill, you know what I mean? Now I don't dare slide through the shy without listening to Amy Nico spin them joints on Bad Waves Radio, 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, bulletproof, blow.
As we have drawn into the single number, let no man ever draw asunder. May we stand as a source of wonder in this land where a straw is stronger than love. But ours, let it brandish and never slumber. Let it span over endless summers. Let it march under Michael's drumming and resound well across the galaxies and beyond. Let our match, fashion, and spawn withstand any assaults as we band together forever. Dear Lord, on one accord and course, create our chord of course and stand firm to this threefold, the secure in course, our soul in course, our lone resort. May we weather any storm that bombards our shores and soar higher his wings to the heights he would show. We settle into his arms in the light of his glory. If only so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of. You and I are something critics might call lacking in convention. Is different the light we shine on. Delicious whispers, our picture is mystifying stars. Even insist that our mixture is of divine cause. But this is fine cause, the paradigm's off. So may they witness the shifting that's been devised. In live and spark betwixt us is kindled by God. So may it never be dwindled, dim, nor die. May it flicker so nimble, may it live and be spry. May it singe the souls of cynics who vilify. May its heat permeate through the coldest winters of shy. May it embolden us as he shows in our center. Beholding to him, this never smolders, instead it thrives. The sound of his sizzling embers invokes a symphony's cry. Warms the innermost ventricle, nowhere that she resides. And soul grows over droves when he is nigh. So you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, as we unite love within this temple assemble beneath the eyes of God, beneath the eyes of God. So you and I love, as we unite love within this temple assemble beneath the eyes of God, beneath the eyes of God.
Hey, what up? It's your girl Sonia Kilo, and you're tuned into Bad Waves Radio. One time, you're on my mind, now to take us by. Thought a guilty thought with my t-shirt and my panties on. Cause you take me there, yeah, you take me there. Cause ever since you came on and made me go, ever since you came and put it down, never felt this high in quite a while. Never felt this high in quite a while. So open me, just like a book, and read me, just like you should. So we gotta do it like this. you should. You make me wanna leave. Oh my girl, at the club, just to see you leave. Get in my car, top speed, just to please you.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM.
La música de Harry Frank.
If you ain't up on things, itchy mobbing in the slang and beloved's the yang. And I gotta tell you what you heard. Ramon and I are gonna tag team it and win the championship against everyone in AEW as well as WWE to become the Ultimate Supreme Tag Team. Back again, party people, let's begin. So the first song you heard out the gate was Laura Minna with The Guy I Fell in Love With. The guy that I remember more than just a dream. Well, Ramon?
Hey, that came out pretty good.
That actually wasn't bad.
Right?
That actually wasn't bad. We might have to close down the butcher shop, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Maggie Doyle is in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up to Maggie Doyle.
Respect.
We got Cash Go Crazy
Cash
in the
Go
chat.
Crazy.
Man, big up to Cash Go Crazy.
Mucking with a G here, pal.
Find her song "Woke Up in Diamonds." The new video is out.
Yes.
Oh man, there's so much work that went into that video. Trey Many Feet.
Yeah.
Woke Up in Diamonds. We play it here. Matter of fact, we play that next week. If one remembers, but we're definitely gonna try to play it next week because y'all got to see that video. So you got to show love out here in these streets.
Yeah.
And there's someone in the chat talking directly to you.
Yeah, somebody from World Traveler out of Florida. We went to high school together. So shout out to World Traveler.
Word up! Shout out to you.
Respect.
All right, is that a guy or a gal? It don't matter.
My man.
They still the my man sounds thing.
Yeah.
It knows no. It's non-binary.
Yeah.
All right. So now, with that being said, also again, shout out to Leia Ava who's not here. Shout out to Amy Nico Schwartz who is not here.
Schwan.
Respect.
We gotta show that love in these streets. So now it's time for the ins and outs. Relationship advice. We crack open a novel of one of our love lives.
Oh wait, we still haven't told. We finished telling the song.
Oh, we didn't say the last song. Sonia Kilo.
No, Savant was mine. I was queued up and ready.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Savant. I am so sorry. Tell him.
Dos Equis the Vow. There's a new Savant. So you heard it here. I don't know if you heard it first, but
I don't think you did. I think it played someplace else.
Yeah,
as well.
but you heard it here though.
Yeah, you definitely heard it. The Vow.
First on the scene, crispy and clean.
Yeah, I mean. And then we closed out with Sonia Kilo, Leave. You make me wanna leave all my girls at the club to see you. Shing, shing, shing. The butcher's back.
That's what the girl who gave the kidney did. She said, "You want me one my kidney."
Yeah, I'm so sorry for her. All right, with that being said, it's time for the ins and outs. Relationship advice, where we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize no matter how much you love someone, you should keep your organs to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Ramon, what do we have popping?
All right, we got some popping stuff in the live chat today. Turtle Club, I don't know, disappointed.
It's okay. Turtle Club, if you're listening, thank you for always.
They failed me.
You bogus.
No, but they always come through. But I
just one we had like one left over or two, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think we went through them. But we do have a bunch here in the live chat. Chantel as well has some questions, of course, and actual Cash Go Crazy got a question, so let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do Cash's first.
Let's do Cash Go Crazy. She says, where is it? Oh, man, I lost it. Oh, okay. What is the puppy dog stage, and why does it end? So I'm guessing she means what is the puppy dog stage in the relationship. and why does it end?
Oh, you looking at me like?
I thought you was gonna answer.
I'll answer right now. I was gonna wait for you to go ahead, but you know what? You did read it, so I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, the puppy dog stage. That's when y'all first start mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
Y'all kissy bear.
Yeah.
Y'all huggy face. You feel me, dog? And now I can't speak for everybody. Again, people's stuff is different, especially mine. I'll be on something different. Puppy dog don't end for me. I stay puppy dogged out. In fact, I get worse as it goes on.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna like you even more.
You going back into the womb.
I'm gonna get up in that womb. But the thing is, I believe, and this is what I can say, because I've had relationships where the puppy dog has ended.
Yeah.
It's one of those things when, if not one or both parties involved are just used to the relationship. It's not even nothing new anymore. It's like I see you.
I don't have to impress you anymore.
I don't have to press you anymore. None of this. This isn't not saying it's not special, but this isn't new.
Yeah.
It's like when you're young, you get that new toy, that G.I. Joe. You're loving that G.I. Joe, man. Oh my God! But then you get a He-Man toy.
Right.
And you throw that G.I. Joe in the toy box. Yeah. You know what I mean? You still love that G.I. Joe.
Right.
But it's not new anymore.
It's not new anymore.
Just like that video game. But again, I have a different way.
Right.
A great example, video games. Grand Theft Auto 5 or Godfather. Those are games that I could just play and I pick them up like I pick it up like I just got it.
Right.
And love it still. And so that's how my mind works. I don't know. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. Puppy dog is that first stage where you kind of like, I always call it buying the girls drinks. You go out with the girl and she brings her girlfriends and you buy them drinks and you're trying to like, oh, he's so nice, he bought us drinks, and then like 2 weeks later he's like slapping her around.
Jesus.
No, I'm just getting warmed
Oh
up.
my God. What are you saying?
Oh, it's getting dark. No.
You love that. You love it. You love it. You love doing this to me, don't you?
So here's the thing. I don't do the puppy dog stage anymore. I got to an age where, well, not even an age, I went through so many experiences that I felt like it was kind of useless. Like I was like, okay, here's who I am, and you can take it. And I think I had more of a success at that than like the puppy stage. Because I think like with the puppy stage, you're kind of like, I mean, you're excited about it, right? And you're like, hey, but it's kind of like sometimes, I don't know about you, but I'm just saying like for other people and for me, like I'm not being myself, I'm just being what I want you to think I am. And then when the puppy stage runs out, when you're like done pretending, and that's when it runs out and you like the real person comes out. And they like it, they might like it, they might not like it. So
I think what has happened to me on countless occasions, I normally come in just being who I am.
Right.
So you don't have any surprises.
Right.
I think that sometimes women will be like, oh, wait a minute, I don't like this thing, I don't like that thing about you. Oh, your puppy dog is ending.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of women, puppy dog will end on me.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm like one of them. That's how I am. I'm just like if I'm into you, I'm into you.
Right.
It's not gonna change.
Yeah.
Even if we break up, I'm still probably gonna want to be your friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, puppy dog never ends.
Right.
I do the same thing with people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm still like just regular friends.
Uh-huh.
Like how many projects have I like? Ramon, come get in it. Ramon, come do the show.
Yeah.
My puppy dog don't end.
Yeah. I guess I can say it doesn't end either. Like I can say that my puppy dog is being who I am, I would say. And then it doesn't end because you do it because you want to do it, not because you're trying to impress anybody.
Exactly.
There you go. So
see, that's it. That's that. I like that.
Any question?
All right. Let's go to Sean Chantel.
Okay.
He says, where let me find his first question.
Yeah, multiples.
He's got multiple.
Just like the women he dated on the nights they hang out. You feel me?
You feel me? Okay.
Fucking with a G here, pal.
Sean Chantel's first question: how should a man approach a woman if he wants a relationship versus how if he just wanted sex?
Damn, that's a good question. That's a good question. You a Mac Daddy Mac?
I think you know what? I think I don't know. I'm trying to think about the days that I used to puppy dog thing.
Puppy doggy style.
Puppy doggy style. For me, I think I I don't know. I think I approach it the same way. You know, because I don't like. I think at the beginning you're not thinking about relationship. Like you're thinking about that moment right there.
Yeah.
And if something happens that moment right there, then it happens. You know, like I'm not. Oh, you know, I think I'm gonna be serious about this girl. I'll just spitting on camera. I'm not gonna go there and be like, hey, you know.
I love you.
I love you.
I see a life.
Yeah, I see my life with you. I see us having 2 kids.
I did a show recently, and this guy, a client, was like, you know what I told my wife the first day I met her? I said, what you tell her? He said, I'm gonna have children with you. I'm gonna marry you.
And they got married?
They've been together for 20 years.
Oh wow.
It's wild. And she told him he was crazy.
That's a good though. I mean, that's either gonna hit or miss.
That's true. You might look like a nutbag.
Yeah.
Well, okay, check this out. Let's break it down like this then.
Right.
How, if you were thinking of different ways to do it, how would you do it?
Okay. So, I can say like 2 ways. All right. So first way, I would say, you know, I would, like if we were at a bar or something like that, I was like, oh, let's have, you know, hey, what's up? Can I buy you a drink or whatever? I don't know. And then you kind of like start talking, let's dance or whatever, and you kind of like, let's have a good time. You know, and then I think it's different than if you were like see somebody and you sit in the bar and you just start talking and have a conversation. You know, I think if you have a conversation, it kind of like it'll lead more away from just having sex. Like, you know, like you start talking about stuff. Like you can probably be like, this guy's nice and all right, see you, good night, whatever. But if you're like, hey, can I buy you a drink, whatever, and then you start talking about, let's go dance or let's do this something, you start acting silly, then I think you'll probably get a better chance of having sex.
We got a phone call.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to assume I know who it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Caller, who are you? You're on the air with Bad Waves. Please keep it clean.
You already know it's Sean Chantel.
Sean Chantel. He had to call in because he...
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
All right. Well, Sean, what you got, Daddy?
Did Ramon finish answering that question?
Yeah. I didn't.
Did Ramon finish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I must have been dialing. I had to pause the screen in order to call. So I must have been dialing during your answer.
Oh, okay.
But I called in for multiple reasons. I didn't like how you guys answered the puppy dog question, and I also didn't. And I don't. Even though I didn't fully hear your answer on my question, I see already I don't like the way it was going.
You ain't on Daddy.
Right, how you gonna tell us how to answer the question? You asked the question.
Because the actual answer, y'all don't want to, y'all trying to be too PC and don't want to actually give what the real answer is.
To the puppy dog.
The puppy dog?
Well, for the puppy dog, reason why that ends, and I know y'all are saying y'all are the anomaly and y'all don't end y'all's. But the reason,
Ramon
the
said
true
he don't
reason
start
why
his.
I said I don't even start it.
Ramon said Ramon said he don't start.
I don't even
his.
start puppy love. So
and I said mine don't end. And you and I know you don't. I know you're not saying that. I'm making this up.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that the true answer of why it ends, because that you saying yours doesn't end doesn't really answer the question though.
But I said why it ends.
Why it ends.
But I did say why it ends though.
Yeah.
Was you dialing
which was
too?
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, because it's not new anymore. You know what I mean? And the polish is off. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not. It's not the new
right,
toy.
That
it's
is
not
partially true.
It's not the
it's
new.
Basically, it's like when you start farting, right? Like you start in a relationship, you don't fart in front of her. But then, like, as the relationship you get used to it, you start farting, and then like the puppy dog. I mean, not necessarily the puppy dog's gone, but you don't care anymore. And like for me, I say I never start because I'll start farting from day one. That way, you got what you get, you know, and you can't say, you can't say, oh, you changed. You used to bring me flowers, you know. But I do things because I want to do it, not because I'm trying to impress you, or trying to make you feel great, you know.
Now, make sure y'all hear right. Ramon treat his romance like an orgy at an improv theater. You turn off the lights and you get what you get.
What you gonna get?
Yeah. But okay, so yeah, what do you have about puppy dogs? I know it. Go ahead.
Why do you think it ends?
Because the reason why it ends for men usually is because we end up learning the woman, and then we realize she doesn't deserve that type of treatment anymore.
Well, that could be said both ways.
Well, yes, both ways. And
true.
Well, here's the
It can
thing.
be said both ways.
That's
but
what happens to me. I said that happens to me.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Sean. When people do the puppy dog thing, I agree with you say, like, you think the man doesn't think she deserves the way he's treating her. But here's the thing. Why does he think she deserves to be treated like that if he doesn't even know her?
Because it's that new shiny toy.
Because
exactly.
we go in with the benefit of the doubt, and we've all been systematically programmed to think that women are innocent, and once you find out that they have no innocence, then they don't deserve that good treatment.
Well, I don't know about the innocent thing, but that's why I don't start the puppy dog thing, because I don't think anybody deserves anything, you know. So I think you have to earn what you get. And if I meet somebody,
I'm speaking generally, Gene.
Okay.
That men generally think that women have an innocence to them. Generally, that's why there's a phrase that the nice guy finishes last. That's why the women get creeped out by men who are too nice. Like, nice guys don't get what they deserve, and it's usually the a-holes that get everything that they want. These men that the women complain about are proof that they want those type of men.
And that is why you always get laid. But
exactly.
All right. So what was your other complaint? You didn't like where he was going with the other one? Is that what it was?
No, he said he didn't even hear me say it.
Well, yeah. So I didn't get to fully hear your answer on how men should approach when they just want sex.
Yeah. So I said, usually if a man wants just sex, for me, I approach him the same way, either way. But I think if a man wants sex, his approach is going to be different. He's going to be more like making the moment more loose. Like, if I'm at a bar, I'm going to be buying her drinks, you know, and let's have fun. Let's get crazy, you know, because I know that's probably going to end up having sex. But if it's like I see somebody in the bar and I'm like, oh, she looks nice, and we start talking, then that's probably more of a chance that you're not going to have sex, because you're going to sit there and talk about your life.
I see.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Clap. I like that.
Now, what's your answer, Greesh?
Oh, my answer. Okay, this is the way I look at it. Kind of similar, but a little more transparent. So great. If we had a bar, we can go. We can still do the drinks thing. And again,
now you giving me as far as relationship or for just sex right now?
Both. This is how both can easily start off.
Right.
But there needs to be. So say, and you know me. If we go back to the crib, okay, and we go to and we go to that beautiful town, and we all know that beautiful place. We go to Copytown Mountain, where I can blow out that sound. I'm still gonna like her, still gonna want to date her, depending on stuff, right?
Right.
So from there, from the Copytown Mountain tour, then that's when my approach of how I'm gonna handle. If I want to be with this person, or we just, you know.
Yeah, but when you first started off, that's what I think we're going at. Like, when you first start off approaching that person, how do you approach them? Do you approach them? There's two ways to approach them. If you want sex, then you approach them a certain way. If you want a relationship, I mean, you still go to Copytown Mountain.
To be answering.
That's what I'm answering. I'm saying it's not any initial approach
for you.
At least for me, I guess.
Right.
It's not the initial approach. It's now the information.
And there has to be, though.
Right.
Okay, for this question, then I'll retract my statement.
Yeah, because you basically like taste the juice first, and then you say, "Oh, now I want the juice," or I'll just keep drinking it.
I gotta at least rub the Coke on my gums,
right,
before I buy the kilo,
right.
Okay, I don't have to do a whole bump,
right.
But I gotta see what's going on up in.
But what he's saying is
the potency.
Yeah, so his question is different, because he's saying, how do you approach?
How you walk up? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So one approach, if I'm trying to go to Copytown Mountain, okay, if I'm trying to hit up Copytown. For those of us that don't know what Copytown Mountain is, that's a term of endearment about intercourse. Okay, it's a very nice term. Or we can head to Sniggletown, where all the Snobbledeans sniggle down. But that's neither here nor there. So if we're trying to sniggle down, I'm coming in with more jokes. I'm being more playful. All right, I'm
Right.
I'm clowning a little harder. Okay, we in Barnum and Bailey's. You feel me, dog?
Right.
But if
You
I'm
feel me, dog.
but if I'm trying to, if I want to get to like know her more and I guess take it more in a serious way, then I'm gonna be more Socrates. I'm gonna flex my intellect over my comellect, comedialect.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
so it's the comedian versus the philosopher. Now
But
what
here's the thing. And this is what I'm gonna go back on what Sean said. Sometimes, if you go in, like I said, if you go in, you go drinks, let's get crazy. You probably get a better chance of getting laid. But if you start talking, you may have a relationship or you may not, because then the girl will be like, "Oh, he's a nice guy. We had a nice conversation. I don't care anymore." And she's gonna go with a dude that's gonna be like that even you probably even
That
having
made her feel something.
somebody like having a conversation with somebody, and some dude comes in and he's like drunk and he's like, let's party, blah blah blah. She's probably gonna be more intrigued by that guy, and your whole night of talking with her is like gone because she's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy."
Seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
Is what do you call it? DTF.
Yeah.
So
we've all been there.
Yeah.
This ODB is DTF.
But now, what I will say is, I will agree with both of you on this answer.
Okay.
But I knew you guys were both going to give the PC option.
Okay.
And
let's hear
I will be the one to say what the real is.
All right, go ahead.
Again, and the answer is, when you're approaching for a relationship, you approach with, like Warren was saying, intellect, and you approach it in a more serious fashion. You're vetting early and to find out the things that you don't want, and you're trying to cross things off of the list. But for sex, you have to lie. You have to lie and tell them what they want to hear. That's the only way it works quickly.
Now, just because
and I knew you guys weren't going to give that answer, because I know you guys don't want to give the answer of what would be considered toxic masculinity, but women actually love that.
Well, that's the puppy dog stage too. That you have to lie in that part too.
Well, also, just because you are telling a woman what she wants to hear, that is not necessarily lying. That is not necessarily lying. I cannot.
Okay, it's not necessarily, but in your mind, you know when a woman is not a 10 and you got to make her feel like she's 1.
Well, see, that's where that's the stuff I don't understand, because I usually mess with 10s.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, I know you do.
Okay,
but,
you feel me,
speaking
dog.
of the king of pop.
Yeah, but you know what? Even with all that, like I remember, someone told me, "I want to take you home," and you DTF, and that was it. No dancing around, no nothing. And I said, "All right, let me finish this dart game."
Now, see the straightforward approach.
Yeah.
Right. So you could get to know that person if you want to get to know them.
But I think it's
straightforward.
I think it's better. And here's like, I think a woman can get away with that more than a man could.
Definitely.
Because if a man goes to a woman and be like, "Hey, I want to take you home and bang you," she's gonna like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, he's most likely gonna fail.
Yeah, but if a woman comes to you and tells you that, you'd be like, "All right, let's go."
It's always a 50-50 for me.
And then she can even be like a 5 or a 6 or a 4, and you still be like, "All right, let's go."
You're an exceptional guy, Greasy. So that doesn't you can't be you don't set the standard for every man.
It's true. That is true. You
like,
cannot compare.
Your up at bats out in the field are crazy. Like I've witnessed your magic happen. Like that. you live a Californication life. That's not normal for a guy.
It is an interesting time, I will say. All right, well,
but y'all got one more question of mine that y'all didn't get to yet, and this is the good one.
Well, we have to save that for next week because we're running out of time.
I mean,
is it the older woman?
How much are you willing to run over?
I mean, we can do that.
What is it?
The older woman. Is that the question, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay, so the question is why we won't do the other segment, so we do this.
Yeah.
Why is it the older a woman gets, her standards for dating increase while her options for dating decrease?
Damn, that's a long ass answer.
All
right.
So here's the thing. I don't think it's that her standards, her options are decreasing. It may be decreasing.
What?
No, why would her options decrease? Because she's getting older? There's older people.
Yes, that's one of the reasons.
Nah. I mean...
So you think an older woman, a woman who's 40 plus has the same options as a woman who's 21, 25?
Of course.
I don't know.
Well, because here's the thing.
Are you kidding me, Ramon?
Dude, there's 65-year-olds, there's 50-year-olds who look at 40-year-old women. Like, they necessarily...
Yes, but what are men typically going for?
If I'm a 60...
What do men typically want generally speaking?
No,
out of women?
Generally,
youth and beauty. Youth, beauty,
but here's
femininity.
the thing. Once you get to a certain age, that stuff goes out the window. Like,
that's my point.
No, I'm talking about for the men too. Like, if I'm 65 years old, I'm not gonna be looking to like have a relationship with a 25-year-old.
You don't know that yet. You're not even 65 yet.
No, but I've had the chance to be with somebody who's younger than me, like by 10 or 15 years, and I don't.
And you never did it?
No, I'm not interested because I don't think that I would have anything to talk about with that person.
Wait, you've never done it? You've never dated somebody like?
No, I've dated people who are younger than I am.
Like a decade or more.
Yeah, and then so I have the experience to say that after a while, I mean, if it wasn't like once you start having a relationship with that person, now if it's just for sex, then hey, go ahead. But if it's like somebody having a relationship, it's not gonna work because I did it and you run out of stuff to talk about. You know, once
it works all the time around the world.
Nah.
Look at Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but those guys are different. Those guys are different. Those guys are rich. If you're somebody rich, you're obviously gonna go for a young, and she's gonna.
Okay,
and she's
I
gonna go.
I knew you were gonna go there. Look at Gene.
Right. I knew you were gonna say something.
Yeah.
I knew he was about to say they don't know who. Gene.
I didn't want to use you, Grease, but he made me. I didn't want to use you.
Okay, what are you gonna say about me? I don't want to say about myself. What are you gonna say? Look at how I what do I do? Okay.
Are you talking to me or Warren?
No,
Ramon.
I'm talking to you.
Well, you date women who are a decade younger all the time, and you're able to keep it going until it doesn't. But it's usually ended because of this.
Because of what? Why does it end?
Because of their immaturity.
Exactly. So then that's the thing. It's only gonna last a certain amount of time because you're not at the same level. So once
you're trying to say that men and women are the same in this aspect, they're not. The older a man gets, he gets better, but women age like milk.
No.
Yes.
No.
The older a man gets, he gets more financially stable. He gets a better status in life, and that's why you could see people like Dan Brazilian or Hugh Hefner and those type of people are able to keep women around him.
No.
The older a man gets more money, gets more resources, more status, and is able to provide better.
So what about J-Lo?
Do you disagree with that?
What about J-Lo, Madonna? All these ladies, they get old and they dating dudes that are 20s.
So now you can go use those people as examples, but I'm not.
Well, that's what you just used Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm talking about people in general, and you said, "Oh, well, look at Leonardo DiCaprio." So if you're going to talk about those people, then
yeah,
I can see
generally men prefer young, fertile women.
Listen, here's the thing. I meet girls all the time, and I'm married, right. But sometimes I say, if I wasn't married, I probably would not be in a relationship with that person because they're like decades younger than I am. Even though they're pretty, whatever, but it is like I'm not gonna they're going through a part in their life where I already passed, so I'm not gonna go through that same thing and that they're going through again with them, because I already did that. And to me, I'm gonna find that boring, and they're gonna want to do things that for me it's gonna be different, and that relationship is not gonna last because we're in different two levels. Now, like when you say when women get older. Now, you can have a 45-year-old woman, and there's a 50-year-old dude or a 55-year-old dude who's probably going to look at that woman and be like, oh, she knows what she wants. She's mature. She's blah, blah. And this relationship is to last, not just to be in there for a couple of weeks or a month. This relationship is going to last. They could probably even get married and be together forever. But somebody who's like 25.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, hey, hold on.
But we already know the statistics of divorced marriages.
Well, wait, before we do that, Debbie just said something in the chat.
What she said?
Check out what Debbie's saying. She
said because the older the person gets, the mature they get, and they don't want to deal with BS anymore. I agree with her.
I said it's not a bad point.
Yeah, and the option for dating decreases because most men younger her age or even the same age are still playing around. I agree with that, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't mess with that person because they're at a stage where they're doing their thing, and I can't blame them for being like they are at that age. You know, I'm like say I'm mature, and then somebody's younger than I am. They may be mature for their age, but they're not mature enough for me because they're enjoying what they're enjoying at that time of their life. I've already passed through that, so I'm not gonna be clubbing at 50 or because I want to date some 20-year-old. You still there?
You don't know that yet because you're not there, so you can't predict the future.
But I have dated younger women than I, and I went with them, and they didn't last because.
And there was nothing that you enjoyed about those relationships at all.
Not that I didn't enjoy, but the thing is, it wasn't going to be a prolonged relationship because.
About to say, you better watch what you say. You don't know who watches.
It starts to dwindle away. And no, we like I was in a relationship with this girl. She was 10 years younger than I am, and we were together for a little bit, and eventually it started wearing off because she was interested in stuff that I wasn't interested in.
How long did you last?
About a year or so.
Oh, that's great.
Then that relationship ran its course. You did the thing.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But if you're talking about a relationship that's going to last for a long time, it's not going to work. I mean, maybe it may work. I'm not going to say it doesn't because there is always anomalies. But the reason it doesn't last is because those two people are on different levels. And an older woman, her chances may not slim. You say they slim. I don't think that they're slim. It's just that if she's looking
they
for
decrease tremendously.
No, because there are people who are maybe older or the same age that are maybe interested in the same thing she is. Not everybody's looking for a younger woman.
Debbie said something in the chat.
Debbie says it's not about the age; it's about choices and maturity.
Now we can agree. I think we all can agree with that. Okay.
So that's what I said. It doesn't matter the age.
It is, but my question is about age, so it is about age.
So you're saying when you get older, you're not gonna you divorce your wife. Say you get married, and you guys are the same age, and you guys get to like 60. You're gonna divorce her and like go look for a younger, a 20-year-old, or you would stick with your wife.
If I get married to a woman who's my same age, and then I find myself wanting the love interest of a younger woman, I will try to talk my wife into opening that door for us.
Well, I mean, that's you.
He also was talking about if you get divorced, so she's not even around anymore. Like y'all, that particular.
Oh well, then yes. If I get divorced, then I'm immediately going for a younger model.
So what do you think that younger women find attractive about an older man if they don't have any money?
I explained that already. He's able to provide, protect. He has resources. He has knowledge that she can learn from. He can put her in a better position in life.
So do you think she doesn't care about him? She cares about getting her.
Well, usually when the spectrum is dating like that, they're both using each other for some type of gain.
Yeah, I agree.
He's using her for her looks, a trophy woman. She's using him for his resources and his ability to provide and protect, provisioning. Like
now, here's a question for you. Okay, now I agree with you. I'm gonna say that you're right, but here's the thing. In order for a young 20-something-year-old to mess around with a guy who's like 65 years old, that guy's got to be loaded. Because if you look at he's got to
be what?
Loaded. If you look at these housewives, if you look at these housewives like Beverly Hills Housewives or whatever, she's married. One of the girls was married to like a 97-year-old dude. Even Anna Nicole Smith was married to that dude that was like 90 years old. You think if he was broke, Anna Nicole would have messed around with him? No. She only messed around because he's a millionaire.
Most women live a life of hypergamy.
So the thing is,
that means they're always trying to date up, and men don't really care about that, which is why a rich man could date the fry girl at McDonald's. As long as she's hot.
Debbie said she was going to agree with you until you start talking too much.
I expect the women to be triggered when I talk because I'm dropping facts and hardcore truths hurt feelings.
To each his own. I think to each his own, but I don't think women's chances slim down the older they get. I mean, that may be your point, but I don't think so because I think there's too many dudes out there who looking for relationships and women.
Yeah, but those dudes fit a lot of the nice guy categories that women typically don't want, but they end up settling down with because they find out, oh, this is a good fit for me as far as the future, but those type of guys don't like excite them sexually and arouse them.
Okay, wait. So I'm gonna do what I always do with your questions. I'm gonna dissect it and break it down and use as much common sense on it as humanly possible. The reason why their dating pool is decreasing is because their standards are getting higher.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that.
More. Okay, it's not
because at that age you're not looking for and like Debbie said, you're not playing around with the BS. So therefore, there are a lot of people who are still BSing. So if there's a bunch of people BSing, then I'm not gonna mess with these guys. Why would I waste my time?
Exactly, and then you could just, because as much as you teased me a little bit earlier about messing with younger girls, I've dated older women as well.
Right, me too.
And so older women who are like that, financially stable, done playing.
Right.
When they want to dip back into playing, they could dip back into playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the only problem is sometimes that's not going to necessarily work out for them or that whatever that is, because you just playing with that person. But they still have those choices. But what they want is something much more than what may necessarily be around their circle.
Yeah.
To be offered. And that's how you answer a Sean question, Ramon. You don't get no 15-minute debate.
No, I'm not debating. I'm just saying he states his point, so I state my point. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm just saying.
No. We had the time.
Oh no, I thoroughly appreciate you guys, man, for even entertaining me.
No, absolutely. Today normally we don't have it, but today we got time.
We got time.
Well, now I got time.
Oh, I got time. All right. Well, thank you, Sean. We're gonna wrap this puppy up like it's a Christmas gift. And thank you for always getting us talking. All right. Water. All right, that is the ins and outs relationship advice, where we crack on the novel of one of our love lives and realize that if you actually try to break down a Chantel question, he will agree with you and understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. Shout out to Debbie Mead for saying.
Yeah, shout out to Debbie.
She just said something else.
She said, "Oh dear, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm always been attracted to men way older than me, like 20 years."
I don't know what to tell you. So let's go into these outros and final thoughts. Oh man, we didn't play. Who is this? Oh,
yeah, you still got
Ash Wednesday. All right, now I'm not gonna lie to you. We already over. All right, screw it. I'm gonna bump some of this for y'all to get.
AI is good though.
AI is awesome. I might accidentally play the whole thing. Accidentally, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, it's Ash Wednesday featuring Sissy Diorda. Break your law.
They taking shots, but they ain't AI. They taking shots, but they not AI. They artificial, I say may I. Sorry, I can't do no favors. They taking them shots. Them us a lot. Pull up on blocks. Pull up a stop. I know they tryna get they spot like a polka dot. I get into it, baby, you know I got a lot. We gon' grind, oh, every time, though. And I blow them like a candle. They can't handle, I'm hot. Get into the paper, know we got a lot. All these eyes on me, man, I feel like pop. Lies, all these lies that they tell, they can't get no selves. Yeah, did it by myself, I didn't need no one else, no one helped, did it by myself.
All to you, but the whole story. In truth, we smoke most of that, oh, I'm sorry. I know all about how to do that math, my friend. If it's a session, then I'm wanting it. Y'all may understand, but haven't handled it well. I make a wave, I make a splash to feel. Y'all super lame and never been real. I kept the records, so check my receipts for the details. I got a man, we making the plan real. I got a hand in the deal, he got a hand in the deal. Wake up in France, check out the can reel. Stunt for the haters, they're watching you. Stunt on the haters to make it real. Crowded to hear, wait till my team through. Why you struggle with reading the room? I make a move, then I make another move. I'll be here before and I plot on you. Plan in advance, I know just what it is and I plot on you. You wrote your plans in the sand, whoa, I am the wave. I wrote my plans in the safe. Best of luck, telling how I'ma play. I'll play angle, let's play. Beautiful, beautiful play from behind on the left. Ooh, they taking shots, but those shots are trash.
AI, they taking shots, but they not AI, they artificial, I say may I. Sorry, I can't do no favors.
It's time game change, feel, but don't tell them. Yeah, I know those who act slow, we can't help them. Y'all came for the bitches, I came in this world as a bitch. I'm here for the wealth, I got my hand on the wheel, and I got my hand at the helm of the boat. Women driving things, so I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go for a rose gold Oscar. I dream of my roster, I do for my team, I do for the people, I do for my scene. Something on me, well that would be something to see. You know they looking hard, they haven't seen a thing. I only add, never subtracted a thing. I need an outfit and you need an outfit, so we on the shopping spree.
They taking shots, but they ain't AI. They taking shots, but they not AI. They artificial, I say may I. Sorry, I can't do no favors. They taking shots, but they ain't AI. They taking shots, but they not AI. They artificial, I say may I. Sorry, I can't do no favors. Oh yeah. Lies, all these lies that they tell, they can't get no self. Yeah, did it by myself, I didn't need no one.
All right, y'all, that is our broadcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everybody that watched. As always, thank you to those people. We're not saying that the people that listen are less than, but you know, it takes something to like take time out of your day and like stare at your phone or television or however you're watching this.
Right.
So thank you to those that actually watch this mess.
And thank you even that you watch it, that you get in the chat and participate. Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Debbie Mead, Sean Chantel, Cash Go Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Joshua was in there today.
Yep. World Traveler.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who participates in the chat.
Yeah.
And also thank you to, and if you listen, and thank you to you, because you are the people that listen more. This is a radio show. You know what I mean? It's a radio station. We have to have people at least listen. So we just gushing for all of y'all. Ramon and I come in here every week and walk out on a cloud.
Yeah.
You know, whether we were funny or not. Y'all give us so much. So Ramon, do you have anything to plug?
Do I have to plug anything? I'm trying to think. Nope. I don't think I have anything.
Did you read Debbie's last thing on the air?
Yeah, she said about she's attracted to older men.
Okay.
20 years.
Okay.
20 years older.
I was talking about the part where she like, Sean, you don't hurt me. Hurt me. I'm a Teflon Don.
Oh yeah, she said, oh dear, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I've always been attracted to men way older than me, like 20 years.
Oh, she did. No, you did read that. Okay. Yeah, moving fast. All right, so
but then I guess I can promote Mr. and Mrs. Smith Comedy.com, everything Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You can watch our sketches and find out information about us. Oh, this is your Brain on Beer comedy show coming up July 30th, 8 p.m. show. Doors open all day. It's a brewery, Midwest Coast Brewery, 23. I forgot the address, but
nice.
It's 23 something West Walnut Street. Come out for the Choppy Chop. I'll probably promote it more anyway, so I'll find the correct address.
Right, it is the top of July.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, buy my book on my website. My book is called Bound by Loyalty. It is on my website, phoenixtown.com, PHYNIXTOWN.com. Go there for stupid videos as well if you don't want to buy that book, whatever. I will be at the Raven Room tomorrow night, 10 p.m. I'm hosting the show. I've got some interesting ideas of what I'm going to do as the host, because I've been doing theater for quite some time and entertaining people, and I've watched countless stand-up shows. Shout out to my dad. He used to take me to watch them because he would review them. Okay, this is getting long-winded. But so it's going to be a good time. I was just recently told I was a great host last week. So shout out to you. Shout out to you if you came to Bad Waves.
Yes.
Bad Waves. Oh my God, what a night.
I made it. I was on my way there, and I made it too late for the improv set. I was like,
The improv set was really live.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, the stand-ups were all killing it. And the band Catet, shout out to Catet for coming out and rocking that damn house.
Yeah. Respect. Handsome ass Dan.
Handsome ass Dan always. Oh, you know, we got to shout out handsome ass Dan. He in the gang.
Beloved gang.
Gang. So that show happens every first Friday of the month. We are back August 5th, I believe it is. So definitely come out and see that. But if you don't want to think that far ahead of time, come to the Raven Room tomorrow for some stand-up comedy. We've got Zach Orion on that. We got Lindsay Shaw on that. We've got Dr.
Jackie Lynn.
Dr. Jackie Lynn on that.
Alexandra Tsarpalis.
And Alexandra, your last name is hard, sister. This is very hard. Also, big shout out to the Raven Room and Redline VR for having us there, allowing us to do things. Maya, who's a producer over there, Aaron, who owns the joint. Shout out to you guys as well. So 10 p.m., 4702 North Ravenswood. That's where I'll be at. Go ahead, peel up for the choppy chop.
Choppy chop.
My final thought of the day is, and I think I've said this before, take no moment for granted. Take no moment for granted. Attempt to live your life in the puppy dog stage. Because believe it or not, there are some old ass hounds walking around here who didn't even realize that their puppy dog stage was one of the best stages. And now they live in the old hound stage. For me, the whole world's a stage, and I'm the biggest puppy taking a piss everywhere. All right, the final song of the day comes from our homegirl Heather Nation out in California. Big shout out to Heather Nation. Heather Nation and I are super tight, super close. We've had deep ass conversations about stuff. There was a period where I was really salty about a situation, and Heather Nation should let the puppy get out and play in the yard. She's like, "Go play, puppy. Have a good time.
Have a good time.
Have a good time, puppy. It's gonna be nice out. It's gonna be good. Go ahead." And so shout out to Heather Nation for always being such a solid individual and an even more solid artist. And also having me, I watched the live stream with her, and me and Ronda Rousey got into it in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, especially because Ronda Rousey couldn't reach through the computer and whip my ass. I say what I want, bangity click clack. All right, this song is called Celine, and it comes from our dear friend, Heather Nation. Heather Nation will be the one to break y'all off on Bad Ways. Bastards All Day, only on Q4.org.
With your lunar light in the garden, I have come to find you. Darkness leaving every man behind. Drink a bottle of your poison and melt them with your lunar light.
All right. That is the broadcast, y'all.
That's right.
Again, thank you to everyone who watched. We are off the air, and this is the part where we kiss your asses specifically because it does mean a lot for you to have people watch this shit. I can say that. People watch this shit and comment and talk crazy in the chat. So this is the after party. Then this is where we thank everybody who participated in the chat, everybody who watched live, and everybody who came back in the archives, and everybody who sends in music and drops and all that shit. It means the world to us to be able to have this platform and to have people that actually give a fuck enough to watch this shit and contribute. Ramon, you got something?
Thank you all. It makes my week. I mean, I get excited. Leia says, "Hey, so you're not going to radio?" I don't say that. But like this week, I was like, "Hey, we doing radio?" You know, I think I text you. I'm like,
"Yeah."
I'm like, it's already Wednesday, and
oh my God, yeah.
What's going on?
It's going down.
It's going down, baby.
It's going the fuck down.
Yeah.
I specifically miss out on certain opportunities just to come in
here. Be here.
Yeah, just to be here. It's almost like the gym except for entertaining.
Right.
You know, it's just a special warm place to be, and it's just it's endless progression. That's how I look at it, like the gym. Just it's a path that never stops.
Right.
And it's always gratifying, regardless of how it is. So that's all I got. Ramon, you got something else?
That's it, man. We'll see you next week. Watch those archives. You know, don't just laugh with us live. Go back and watch us again and again and again and again. Tell your friends. The more, the merrier.
Hell yeah. With that being said, you have been watching Bastards all day. Bad Ways on 1680 AM Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to. I guess we're not going to break you off.
No.
All right.
Once again, we'll see you next week.